Well, for more on technology and how it's changing Chinese traditions, we're joined by Kitty Fok, live from Beijing. She's Managing Director for IDC China, a technology consulting company. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
Now, as we heard there, for the first time, we saw e-commerce giant Alibaba trying a 5-day promotion, trying to entice customers during Spring Festival. Tell us about some of the ways technology is shaping Chinese consumer trends this holiday.
Well, that's many things. I think you have mentioned about the wet envelope, and also like the people purchase online, carpooling, or even like all the preparations. It's happening online this year. I think one of the key things you have mentioned also the wet envelope. This year, Alipay, because they actually win the Chinese New Year celebrations events in CCTV, they actually create millions of people actually using the wet envelope application this year.
And speaking of the red envelopes, we're seeing this battle of the brands. We're seeing the younger people gearing towards these digital envelopes, and then you have older Chinese people going towards the traditional ones. Which companies are really getting the upper hand in that competition?
I think at this moment, really what we see is the WeChat who actually start this campaign, and also Alipay because they win the Chinese New Year celebrations program in CCTV this year. They really attract a lot of people, especially for the lower tier cities. In fact, the statistics show that more than 60% of the people sending wet envelope are actually from lower tier city, which is the customers that a lot of the e-commerce company trying to get.
Now, red envelopes are just one part of it. There's also, as you mentioned, carpooling as people are going to and from their homes. So which other fields are tech giants competing over in China?
I think anyone that actually can offer the services, even I think during Chinese New Year, one of the things I personally use it is actually ordering lunchbox or like dinner from Baidu YMI. So they actually offers delivery service for meal or food during Chinese New Year as well. So anything that you can actually think of to celebrate the Chinese New Year, it is a very good time to promote it online.
Now, what about brands outside of China? How are they tapping into the technology market there?
It really depends on the objective of the foreign company. If they really want to just like get more customers on their platform, I think Uber is doing a good job to offer the service in China. But the key for the whole things of wet envelopes or things like that is they actually locked the user bank account with the application so that you can actually track the activities, how they spend the money. So it's a different thing. So for those foreign company, they need to get this, which is like to lock the bank account with the application. It will be more difficult. What will be interesting to see is when Apple Pay start in China later of the year, because of the connection that they have with the global credit card company, they can actually come to China with a different branding in like they are more secure and more international credit card linked to their systems.
Now, a lot of these high-tech brands, as you mentioned, Apple and Uber, when it comes to trying to marry an established tradition in China with technology, we're mostly seeing young Chinese leading the way. So what changes do you expect to see going forward?
I think the young user, which is like China today, is still a lot of the young people. It is not bad because it's a big market. What you do see is that I start to see now you get all these customers, it's in the back end. What you continue to see is like how they're going to use the data to profile the analysts. So now next year, what you will expect to see is that instead of just the red envelope, how targeted they can actually give it to you, or like how easy you can use it so that they can expand themselves to not only young generation, but the other category as well.
So trying to appeal to multiple generations there. We'll have to leave it there. Kitty Fok of IDC China, live for us there in Beijing.